Welcome to your Tee Time Strategies. I'm Terry Miskolczi, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Bluffton, South Carolina. We're standing on the second hole, a par 3, about 210 yards. Today we got a little bit of a crosswind coming at us, and as you can see, I have to contend with water and sand all the way to the carry point. All right, I've selected a 4-iron in this particular case. So here's what I tend to do when I walk into my golf shot. I always tee the ball up, and when I tee it up on a par 3 or I tee it up on a par 4 with a 3-wood, I usually place the tee in the ground to about that height. So I'm looking at about there. And that's about how high or how low the tee is in the ground, the ball's sitting on the ground. I always give myself the opportunity for a perfect shot. Okay, so I'm going to tee the ball up. Now I always tee between the tee box. Now, under the rules of golf, the teeing area is approximately 2 club head widths measured back on the outside of the tee box. So you can tee it anywhere in that space, and I tend to pick a reference point in front of me, and in this case I'm heading right over the bunker. Now that's an area that's the safest area. When you have water on the right hand side, you want to shy yourself a little bit away from that. So when the flag is at the back right hand side, I also tend to aim over the bunker. I don't mind a longer putt, but the underwater shot I haven't quite mastered yet. So let's get ready and let's hit this tee shot. So I pick my reference point. I'm actually picking this leaf out here as my guide to head up there. I can't put anything there. I have to use that. So I can use that as my reference point. I aim my golf club at it. I get myself set. Have my ball position, my hands, my posture. And now I'm ready to make a golf swing right over the bunker. And guess what? I just hit it right in the bunker. So we'll go over and let's talk about, I'm going to talk about the hazard shot. We have a drop area, and I'm going to help you understand the drop area and how best to play it. Okay, so what I want to do after we hit our tee shot on the second hole, indicate that here when there's a water hazard, there's sometimes a ball drop area that's available for the golfer. Now when you walk in, what is really important is understand where you're going to drop it in a circle. And most times they'll have a circle located. Here we have an identification that the ball drop sign is there, and I'm looking for the best possible spot for me to drop. I don't want to drop it in a divot. Okay, I'd like to look, and I look around, and then of course when you drop, you hold the arm out in front of you and you drop. Now we end up playing our golf shot. So obviously you've seen I've made a pretty decent drop, because it's pretty, you know, we have a lot of divots around here. So I picked a spot where I dropped the ball. I have approximately 35 yards to go to in landing the ball onto the green and heading towards the flag. Now, as you can see, there's bumps and rolls up there, so I'm going to aim myself just slightly left to the flag. And the reason for that is that the green kind of slopes a little bit left to right. So anytime we take a look at alignment and we're aiming into a target area, remember sometimes the flag is not the area that you're going after, but you're actually wanting to land the ball somewhere so that when it lands it starts to go towards the flag. So in all cases we kind of stand back, we put the ball between ourselves and where we want to aim, and in this particular case I'm placing myself so that the ball is directly between me, between the flag and the left edge of the green. That is my target area that I'm going to be going towards. All right, and then I go into my pitching game, and I'm thinking, do I go past the leg, pocket high, or waist high? I'm talking about my pitching game, and I'm going to be going approximately waist high in this particular shot. So I set myself up, I aim the golf club between the flag stick and the left edge of the green, I always set my body up parallel to that line. I do not aim my body at the flag, because if I aim my body at the flag, then the club is aimed off to the side. So my body line is always aligned more towards the left-hand side, which gives me room for me to make my swing. So I've set myself up. I have a 60-degree wedge, and I'm going to go approximately waist high. Not a bad little golf shot, if I say so myself. Next week, we'll go to the third hole, long par 5, and we'll talk how to handle the hazards that we face there along with the tee shots. See you next week.